Hello friends, my name's Emile and welcome back to some more Need for Speed Underground 2. Today we are just going to be basically earning some money. So in the last episode we did a bit of racing to the Ford Mustang. I don't actually remember the last episode too much because it's been about a week since I last recorded some Need for Speed Underground 2, but I figured we'd get into it today and see what's going on. We've got a special event to do down there. I don't know, maybe it's a magazine cover or something. Anyways, we are at the car lot at the moment, and I'm thinking, what do we want to do today? I'm not too sure actually. I was thinking of going up to the hills, doing some drift events, but I kind of want to sort of do them in the Mustang, because that'll be the better vehicle for them. So instead, I think we're going to do some Street X races, earn ourselves a bit of money, and then see from there what we're doing as far as, you know, building up the Mustang's concerned, and some other things. So anyways, I've actually been sort of thinking about this game a little bit while I've been away from it, and I think one of the ideas I've got is that we are basically going to, like, once the Mustang's fully built up and so on, and the 3000 GT's built up, I'm thinking of starting maybe another car. We might actually go ahead and just buy ourselves another car, because I'm not too sure how far we are through the game, but if the statistics are anything to go by, there's still quite a lot left to do, so we might actually have to buy like another car just to sort of keep people interested, I guess, and keep it interesting for me. We'll still probably use the 3000 GT for racing because it's my favourite car in the game, but you know, I might build something else up. I was thinking perhaps like a Toyota Supra, or maybe even like a Vauxhall Corsa or a Mazda MX-5, or just something silly. I'm not too sure yet. All I know is I want to build another vehicle, and it might be a little bit silly, because we've had some quite serious cars during the course of, you know, these series. We've had, well, we started out with Peugeot 106, which is a little bit silly, but, you know, ever since then we've had, you know, Volkswagen Golf GTI, very serious car, 3000 GT, another serious car, Toyota Celica, you know, Japanese seriousness. So, yeah, I'm not sure. We might go with something a little bit off the wall. I'm not too sure yet. I mean, I'm speaking too far into the future anyway. We've got the Mustang to build up. As well as that, I'm not too sure. We might go and visit a visual shop, just because I think I need to finish the body kit off for this car. And I might even visit the paint shop at some point, and just stick a few more decals on here, and paint the engine, because that's something you can actually do. You can like paint the engine accents and brake calipers and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. We are 23 seconds ahead of the opponents in this race, which is pretty interesting. 3000 GT, this car is just so awesome because it's fully built up now. This is just an absolute wrecker. I think this is the ultimate race car. I'd be curious to see what actually is the fastest car in this game. I would assume it's probably the R34. Is the R34 is in this game, isn't it? It is. Yeah, I swear I've seen it before. Yeah, probably the R34 or the Subaru STI Evo 8. I'd assume they're sort of the faster vehicles. I can't imagine this 3000 GT is too far off though, because it is pretty manic. I'd be kind of curious to see what some of the other cars are like at this level, whether they're all just, as soon as you fully upgrade them, they're all basically the same, or I would assume some have more advantages over others. So I would say, you know, Skyline, Subaru, 3000 GT, I can imagine these are sort of the top line vehicles in the game. They've got 4-wheel drive, which means they're extremely grippy. You don't really get understeer from any of the vehicles in this game, really. Rear-wheel drive is a bit more slidey, so I would assume the 4-wheel drive vehicles are a little bit on the faster side. Anyway, some easy money there, because that bloody race was fantastically easy, which is what I like to see. Easy racing, easy pickings is, I prefer that over the more challenging races, I do have to admit. But then again, the races will get more challenging. Well, yeah, they will get more challenging. It's just, at the moment, I don't think the game expects you to have quite a fully upgraded vehicle just yet, like we do. I forgot that's a thing. Yeah, in case you're wondering what was happening there, I basically had the right thumbstick held up. And that seems to be your, or it can control your gears, I should say. So yeah, that's why it did that. Hey, look, Lincoln Navigator. It's a pretty cool looking. Maybe we should build Navigator up. Jesus. No, the Lincoln Navigator was terrible first time round. It was such a horrible, horrible car. Supra with a bit of a silly wing on it. Golf. Okay, they look pretty. What's the word? Serious cars. Can't match the 3000 GT, especially off the line, because of that four-wheel drizzle, which I'm not actually sure if it makes too much of a difference to your launch on this game. Change lanes, please. I was holding the thumbstick down, basically. Go in. Don't need to change gear. Scenic jump and across the line. 27 seconds. Not the best drag race, but then again, it's not in the best area to really do drag races, so yeah. We'll ignore that. Now, as far as other stuff I want to do to this vehicle, I'm still not sure on that hood. We've got the split hood on it, and I'm just not sure on it. You know, looking back at how the car looked before, I'm you know, I might be tempted to go with one of the other hoods, but I'm not too sure. Is that URL race? Yes, it is. Okay, sick. That's what we'll be doing in this episode then. We'll get that URL race done because that'll give us some more moolah. And then the episode after this, probably spend some money on Mustang and do some drift events in the Mustang as well. So we'll spend some time with the Mustang in the next episode instead of spending all our time with the 3000 GT. But to be fair, as you guys have known for a while if you've been watching this series, this is the end goal car anyway, so yeah, I am going to use my end goal car. The dream JDM car as it will be, or as it would be. But yeah, I think this thing's pretty much perfect as it is. I love the exhausts on the back of these things. It's just, like, I don't mind some ridiculousness, you know. When it comes to, that's sort of what this game's about, you know. It's early 2000s car culture. This is when Fast and Furious had just come out. And, you know, that was sort of the cool thing to do back then, was to have very, very silly cars. So I don't mind a bit of early 2000s silliness in the 3000 GT, which is why we've got these impressively sized exhausts that basically just look like subwoofers. They look like just massive speakers on the back. But it is fantastic. It's part of the charm, I would say. But yeah, we may do something with the rear spoiler as well. I'm pretty certain we can actually just get basically this rear spoiler, but slightly larger, I think. So I'm not sure. I might look into that. But again, we'll have to see. I'm thinking too far ahead again. I need to really get into the visual shops and have a good look round and see what we can do before I make any definite plans on visual upgrades or anything like that. Anyways, we're down at this racetrack. This is, I believe this is where the first URL race takes place. Probably, it's still one of my favourite places in the game, just because it's such a nice, fast-flowing track. This wouldn't be too out of place in, like, a Forza game. I think, you know, through these corners here, where it, like, sort of banks down, like, really badly, I think that could be quite challenging in, you know, a modern rear-wheel drive coupe, F-Type R, something like that. Yeah. Maybe we could get a Need for Speed DLC for Forza 6 once they realise sort of how interesting NFS 2015 was, and that 2 years development cycle didn't really help it. Maybe they should just collaborate with Forza and make a DLC. That'd be pretty cool. You can almost flat out that corner. Not quite. It's definitely a downshift, but you can stay on the power. You can actually get a decent amount of speed around there. And indeed, look, that's... I can certainly assure you, you won't be doing that on Forza if this track was on there. That was 120 through one of the toughest corners. How fast can we go through here? That's almost 100 through another tough corner, and around the hairpin. I went off, but you could probably do about 60 miles an hour around there. It's pretty crazy. No. We've got some catch up going on, not working with us at the back there. Unfortunately, the nitrous in this game's action. I would quite like it to be time instead, but then again, it could be a little bit OP. I really shouldn't have pressed the brakes there. That really unsettled the rear end. Come on, there we go. I so thought I was going to get overtaken then. So we're not too great when it comes to URL races, but then again, the URL races are specifically designed to be quite hard, whereas the standard normal races aren't. So yeah, I think it was that G35 next to us that was the one that almost overtook us. Look, it looks so ridiculous. I mean, don't get me wrong, a G35 doesn't look particularly good at the best of times, but that one's definitely interesting, shall we say. As is the Hyundai Coupe he's racing against with some very, very odd pearlescent paint on it. Should we try and spin the Infinity out? Bye-bye, Infinity. There you go, at least it won't be that car that comes near us. It's actually quite advantageous to take the ones that were winning out, I've just realised, because it's a point scoring system. If that G35 sort of stays towards the back, we probably have a better chance of winning overall, even if I came second in like these next two events. So yeah, I'm only thinking about my future here. I'm not that much of an arse, but still. Anyways, I think neon was a good choice on this car as well. I've just noticed though, or realised should I say, that basically all our cars that have had neon in this series have all had blue neon, save for the RX-7, which, is the RX-7 purple or, I don't actually remember if the RX-7's purple or green. What I do remember is it's got some weird colour combination going on, but still. I mean, we could flesh out the RX-7 a bit more, but, you know, I'm not too sure. In case you're wondering what car we'd get rid of for this sort of supposed fifth car, it would probably end up being the RX-7. I'm just trying to think, what? We've got 5 cars. I keep forgetting what 5 cars we've got. Peugeot 106, Mitsubishi 3000 GT, Volkswagen Golf, RX-7 Mustang. So, yeah, wait. Did I say 3? Golf. Yeah, okay, I keep forgetting the Golf exists. Yeah, it'd probably be the RX-7 we get rid of if we do decide to make a 6th vehicle, or sorry, 7th vehicle, because we did have a Toyota Celica we actually invested quite a bit of time into, but that was always sort of destined to go, so I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to decide. Like I said, this is all sort of future planning to keep the episodes interesting, you know, because I don't want to get to the point where we're just basically just driving around in 2 fully upgraded cars, you know, all the time. I do actually want to use some different cars. I'm still really tempted to use like a Vauxhall Corsa and just make it look absolutely atrocious and just win loads of high-end races with it, but I'm not too sure. That might actually just be for a separate video. Yeah, we'll have to see. Or we could just make the Peugeot 106 the ultimate sleep car. Or we could buy a Hummer again. I mean, I'm really not sure. I can tell you for a fact, actually, those 2 cars are very, very slow in this game. As much as I don't know what the fastest cars in this game are, I can tell you the slowest vehicles in this game are the SUVs, because I'm fairly certain, even if you like fully upgrade them, the acceleration stat and the handling stats still like stay pretty low. Like I think they go about midway through the levels. Most of the cars, once they're fully upgraded, yeah, you know, them little green bars at the top, the bottom for acceleration, top speed and handling, they all go relatively close to the top, well as on SUVs they get about halfway there and just sort of stop. So yeah, the SUVs are not a good choice for racing. You know, who would have ever guessed? But still, yeah. Anyways, other than that, this Let's Play is going pretty successfully when you think about it as far as our vehicles and stuff. We've got stuck a few times, but that's just, you know, these older games, you know, as good as everyone says they are, and believe me, you know, this game's still absolutely bloody incredible, as is, say, Gran Turismo 4 and stuff like that. They don't really tell you where to go, and, you know, you even find this in, say, the older Call of Duties, you know, your COD 4, or, sorry, what's the worst game I played for it was, Halo 1 and 2. They do a really bad job of telling you where to go. Occasionally, when it comes to Halo, like, I think after a while, they may have improved this with the anniversary things they've done. If you basically didn't know where you was going, after about 10-15 minutes, this thing would finally pop up telling you where to go. But that was only on, like, some levels. So most of the time you're just trundling around doing nothing, you know, trying to figure out where to go. I mean, this game does do that to a certain extent. You know, it doesn't... I think it might tell you about the DVD covers at some point, but it doesn't say, like, they're absolutely vital, so... You know, you can get people like I used to be back in the day, where you get sort of stuck in the hills, and it's like, what do I do? There's no events on the map. But you need to get like a visual rating thing up, but the game doesn't tell you about that. That's why whenever we come into an area like Cole Harbour East, we instantly built like the ricey car. The Mustang is basically going to be a similar thing. It's going to be a case of get that up to 10 visual rating ASAP, and then we can sort of, you know, go and do all the magazine shoots and all the rest of that bollocks. And yeah, did I take the Mustang to... I don't even remember what I did to the Mustang. I could go and check the videos, but that would be too professional for me, as you may know. So I'm probably just going to wing it. Take the Mustang out next episode. Just drive around some shops and buy some stuff for it, I guess. That's sort of what we're going to do. This might be a bit of a shorter episode today, I'm not too sure. Last time I said that though. I did watch one of the videos today. I was incredibly bored and couldn't really get out of bed, so I just sat and watched one of the Let's Plays, and it was like, I kept saying in the video like, oh, this might be a shorter episode, or you know, we'll make this a 20-minute episode, and it turned out to be like a 37-minute episode, I think, or something stupid like that. So yeah, I'm going to say nothing on the video length. I'm going to try and make this sort of the short ones. We're going to go for about 25 minutes, I think. We're 18 minutes in now, so we're not too far off there. I really shouldn't have done that on the final lap of this. Yeah, I'm not sure on that split folding HUD. I might change it out for another HUD or something, I'm not sure. Anyways, across the line we go. Yay, there we go. I thought we was going to have another race then, but nope. So, I think we may go to like a paint shop or something with this, and then save Mustang modification for the next episode. I think I do want to go to, yeah, paint shop first, because I think we've done everything else you can really do to this vehicle. I might go to a body shop, because I'm not sure if I put side skirts on. New inventory in the car lot. Where's the car lot? I was gonna say, if it's on the way there, I'll go and have a quick sneak and see what we've actually unlocked. We must be pretty close to unlocking all the vehicles. Does it tell you here? 51% of the way through the game, apparently. 98% of parts unlocked. Ooh. So we're actually getting pretty close to unlocking everything, which is good. Because, yeah, it's good. That means we can reach 10 visual rating, which is good, because that's sort of the aim of the game. Right, let's enter the shop. The shop of the visual stuff. I might put some stickers down the side of the car as well to make it look interesting. Right, anyways, paint. Spoiler, roof scoop, mirrors, rims. Do I want to change the colour of the rims? I kind of want to black them out. Yeah, let's black the rims out. Let's colour the brakes. What colour shall the brakes go? Ooh, I don't know actually. What colour should the brakes go? Red? Or green? No. Let's go with blue brakes. Yeah, they don't look too bad. Engine accents. See, look, you can paint these little bits of the car, which is cool. I actually quite like the yellow. Yeah, let's go with the yellow then. And the muffler's already been painted. Decals, decals, decals. Yeah, they don't look too bad actually. We'll get Alpine. I quite like the Cold Fusion one, so we'll go with that. I just noticed it's nitrous and I don't use the Cold Fusion stuff, but still. Falcon. I've got a shout out to me boys at Falcon. I love me some Falcon tyres. And should we get like Koning looks quite smart on there. Yeah, let's get Koning. I think we've got Koning rims. I'm not too sure actually. Right, here comes the tricky bit. We've got to copy everything over to the other side. I don't get why it doesn't give you an option to just copy it anyways, but there you go. What was it? Is Falcon tyres and Koning as well. Koning, excellent. Yeah, I think that looks alright. Could put some on the left panel as well. Excuse me. Nah. We'll just leave it like that. Simple enough. Purchase. There we go. Excellent. Right, so that's done. I don't think there's really much else we do to the 3000 GT. So I guess we'll see if there's another race to do. Anything interesting. And yeah, we'll do another race and then end the episode off and then do Mustang racey things. Or race a Mustang because that is the American dream, to race your Mustang. Right. You know, actually, there isn't really that much more to do. So, yeah, we'll end this episode off here, and then in the next episode we'll use Mustang. But yeah, anyway, I want to thank you all very much for watching. My name's been the Real Emile, and until next time, farewell.